Then he disappeared from where, if they could not be able to trace him? Disappeared from where? What contradicts the Niona is that it is said that he was arrested when there was another matter that had appeared, I don't know whether in a court or in a police station. But that is not true. When the investigating officer called the accused person on Saturday, the same day the matter is reported, the accused person told him, I am in the bank, NCBA Bank at Junction Mall. And that's where they found him. The simplest question that the court would ask itself in this circumstance is, if he can tell them where they are, where he is, and he waits for them, is that a person who wants to abscond? Can that argument really hold that he wanted to abscond? Yet they call him, he waits for them. You know, if the accused person present here in court has an office in Lamington, he has another office in Westland, and one more in Diamond Plaza. 3 offices. Where did they look for him? Where? And what did they leave behind to show they were there? In the affidavit, they could have told you, we went to these places on such and such a day and such a time, and he was not there. So what they're telling you cannot be true. Not today, Your Honor. It is not true. even at the time of his arrest, they called his legal team in the office at Lavington, and they spoke. With an attempt to tell them that they can present him. He was denied bond, police bond on the 11th until today. The reasons why Mr. Omari will be able to highlight on that. But while they tell you that he has a ticket that he was supposed to fly out on 13th, which is today, maybe council did not notice that it is also a return ticket. But one thing they clearly say is, he availed the ticket to them. They did not look for it. He availed it to them, showing honesty and integrity. This is the person they don't want you to give aid. Your Honor will note from that ticket that it was booked way before that date of arrest. Such that this ticket could not have been bought as a plan to exit, but as a person going on business. It was bought in August last year. Before these charges were drafted, this gentleman had planned to travel to New York for business, not because of this case. Paragraph 6 and 7 of the affidavit. Paragraph 6 and 7, yes, Your Honor. Tweets from the account of the accused person have been annexed. Tweets from his account have been annexed. because you'll be looking at them, I just want to show you why it's absurd so that I can read. Now that you have a copy of it in there. One of the tweets, it says, I had a couple of investors meeting in New York slated this week to raise funds for Kairo.com. We are targeting seed investors round through a safe instrument. Is that somebody wants to abscond? How is that related to absconding? The next tweet is, keep supporting me, keep praying for me, and I swear when God helps me to cross to the other side, sitawacha hii generation yangu nyuma. Somebody who wants to help the other generation, when he becomes well off, he will go along with them. Again, this is what they say, he wants to abscond. And then the third one, hii clout yangu ya social media huwauma. They know the sort of influence I have, and it pisses them. Unlike them, we haven't sold our souls. Ndio unaona wana struggle sana kuuza narrative that I should quit social media to give up. Okay. I do not see the relevance, Yona. But perhaps as you look at it, maybe you might see. The last tweet is on 15th of July 2024. Before this case started. And he says, continue destroying your country then. Those of us with strong international connections can always move and go build other countries like Somalis have done. Nyinyi wenye hamna kazi, kesho economic collapse kabisa, nyinyi mtaumia zaidi. Advising people to not collapse your country. Yes. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
You know, when we are getting these microphones in politics, you find yourself moving. So, Your Honor, I get carried away, but sometimes let me just. Yes, Your Honor. So, he says that he can do other businesses anywhere. If you collapse this country, he has not said because I've stolen somebody's money for a car. No. Not because I wanted to buy somebody's Subaru or anything that I will run away. No, it is totally unrelated. Totally unrelated. So, Your Honor, from all those three things, which one is compelling? How they arrested him, that he wants to abscond, that he has made tweets. Material must be put by the prosecution that is stronger than this. Let us not assume, let us not imagine. And you're being told that these rights are not absolute. I agree totally. I agree they are not absolute. But the moment the prosecution fails to give you any compelling reason, they now turn into solid, absolute rights. You cannot do anything about them because they have failed on their duty. And that's why before I sit, Your Honor, I'll just bring you back to Article 19 of the Constitution. These rights belong to an individual, not the state. Not the state. So they cannot come here and tell you deny this person bond when they have nothing. Article 28 is clear, Your Honor, that they needed to treat an accused person or any suspect with dignity. It is not dignity only in court and in the prison. It is dignity everywhere. Harassing him and handcuffing him in the bank and throwing him into the boot of a Subaru and bringing him very fast to the police station. What dignity is that? Denying him bail and saying utaona kwa mahakama Monday. They deny him those rights because they think it belongs to them. And as I sit down here, I want to say that the fundamental rights are not for the purpose of just being there. It is to protect this accused person from the excesses of the state. The excesses of the state, and this is an excess. While the court has appreciated what we are saying, Your Honor, then the court, the police, the prosecution, we are all enjoined in this Article 21, which by it says that once you recognize as these rights, once you recognize that they exist, and they do, then the court should start by wanting to grant rather than to deny. That is all I say.